the vexation, quote unquote, of these individuals, be Eriataka Ebori, Ned Nwoko, or Senator Olori Magege, is not 1 day old, is not 1 month old, is not 2 months old. Has been as old as when PDP joined APC, and even some before that. So to say that it is the Congress that led to this their anger is not true. The old structure of APC that had gone, the one that had just left, did they win the governorship election? No. They did. They contested against Sheriff Oborevori. Specifically, Olori Magege contested against Sheriff. Sheriff has his PDP structure. Olori Magege had his APC structure. Both contested against each other. Yes. And the APC, the outgone APC, failed. The new structure of APC, which they are claiming was the old PDP, when PDP collapsed into APC. Yes. They're right on that, because Solomon was the chairman of PDP then. Okay. Later he has become the chairman of APC. In my place they call it double chairman, double chief. It's not double chairman. This is a winning team. So why will you want to dump a winning team and risk bringing in new persons you don't know? Political party is all about winning election. It is not drinking beer. It is not amala sport. It's winning election.
Well, the APC State Congress done and dusted with the emergence of Chief Solomon Arieka as consensus chairman and Chief Moses Ide as deputy chairman and Chief Efe Eko as state secretary leading the state ESCO. Many will say the coming of better things ahead for the party, especially as it concerns the 2027 general elections. But with noticeable absence of some major party members, like the former Deputy Senate President, Senator Olori Magege, and also said Ned Nwoko, and the House of Rep member, Eriataka Ebori, during the Congress, show major cracks within the party and indeed lots of work for the new executive to do. But in all, what should the ruling party in the state do? Not just to be seen as one indivisible family, but not also allow implosion of the party and resultant gain of the opposition. Well, these are more as it concerns the post-state Congress fallout in Delta State is what this edition of Dialogue will be centered on. And we're talking about APC Delta State post-Congress fallout, especially with notable names coming out to talk more about that Congress that was just held last week. And many will say, well, it's the beginning, like I said in the introduction, of better things ahead for the ruling party in the state. But that will challenge the outcome of the party, especially as it concerns the Congress. And many will say, will this not just be the beginning of the end, as being wished by the opposition? But anyway, we're not here to oppose issues, but rather talk about them. And that's what we always enjoy doing on Dialogue, and today will be no different. And you do know the tradition on Dialogue, we always tend to have a guest, and not just any guest, but someone with indeed knowledge about any topic we'll be having, and hence we'll be doing so today. And we're talking of no other person but an APC chieftain in the state. And we're talking about no other one but Chief Olori Magege. Chief Magege, good morning to you and welcome to Dialogue, first edition in the week. Welcome, sir.
Good morning.
Well, anyway, I would have even loved to kickstart things, but I would not want us to be like Boala in a foreign media outfit. So I'll make my...
Head to head.
We're not heading anywhere. But I'll make my questions direct and simple. And I first want us to start with the issue of the just concluded APC Congress with the emergence of a new consensus chairman in the person of Chief Solomon Arieka. Would you say all really went well during that Congress? And would you say, just like my introduction, is the beginning of better things ahead for the ruling party in the state?
It went very well. Very, very
In your own assessment?
In all assessments. In all assessments. Political party unity is not the absence of dissents here and there. It all depends on how we manage the dissents. A political party is like a club of interests. And our Lord Jesus Christ picked 12. Political party of Jesus Christ, only 12 people had one dissent. So does that make that club not function? APC Congress, the last one, that you witnessed live.
Yes,
you were there.
I did. Yeah.
To me and to very, very many people in APC Delta, this is the first time a re-congress was held in the history of APC in Delta State. So it went very well, and it indeed is the beginning of a better future for the party in Delta State.
Okay, well, just like my introduction, it looks as if I'll just go straight into the issues, especially.
Go ahead.
Today we're talking about fallout of post-Congress.
Yeah.
Some of the things that really played out after that very Congress. And funny enough, some of them are already in print media as well as social media. There were noticeable absence during that very Congress. And some were many will call them key players. Someone like the former Senate Deputy President, Senator Olori Magege, I'll call names. Senator Ned Nwoko was not at that very Congress. And Ibori also was not at that very Congress.
Iriatake.
Yeah, the daughter. I'm talking about the House of Rep member. When more investigations were being done, it was alleged that they were not carried along during the organization of that Congress. Hence, they were not part of it. And I really want to understand, or really Deltans really want to understand, if that's the true picture of things that really played out there, and the reason that they were not a part of that very Congress in person.
You see, somebody not being carried along. It's not true. Specifically, let me talk of Senator Olori Magege. Okay. I am from the same local government with him. We held several meetings of the Ugele North Leaders and Elders Council meeting.
Prior to the Congress?
Many. Okay. Of which he is a member. He's a member. We held that meeting several times at Evreni, the hometown of Chief Otega Emero, who is the chairman of that council. He was invited to the meeting. And we had to delay the meeting for hours to wait for him. He didn't come. I didn't send in delegation. If you call a meeting and everybody came and you refuse to show up, what happens? Is you have deliberately left yourself out of the meeting. But he was at the stakeholders meeting in Asaba. Okay. And he spoke.
Okay. Before the state
the state congress. He was there.
Okay.
Part of the discussions at that stakeholders meeting was this congress and the need for unity.
Okay.
So if he was there at that stakeholders meeting in Asaba, in Government House Asaba, and he participated by speaking, then what happened? Just between that and the Congress
itself,
that will make him not participate. And when we say you don't participate, the Congress on that day, the Congress you attended is the end of the road, of the trip. A lot of activities have taken place. I'll give you, for instance,
Okay.
what happens pre and during Congress. A committee is set up for zoning
Of the party.
of the party executive positions.
Yeah.
That is done by the outgoing executive.
More like their last assignment.
Yeah, last assignment. Now, they zone these 27 positions, the offices that are being filled are 27. Now, is zoned to senatorial districts. The major contention is that of the chairman. Once you zone the chairman and that goes to a particular senatorial district, every other positions literally fall into place.
With the other ones going to the various other senatorial
So,
districts.
for instance, if the chairman is zoned to Delta South, it means current positions in Delta South will move en masse to another
Maybe Delta North.
Delta North or
Delta
South.
Central.
And those of Delta North will move
Okay.
just like that.
Okay.
When that is done, the leaders of each senatorial district go home.
Okay.
And the microzone
Okay.
positions shared to them into the local government in their
Senatorial
districts.
districts.
Then the leaders of the local government again go home. Positions are zoned to them. They meet again and they say, where should this go to? And a lot of factors go into it. But the most important thing in all these zoning things is who can deliver. We don't zone because you are handsome or because you are beautiful or because of this. Can you lead us to win election? That is the most important question that must be answered in picking the individual. So when you pick the individual, you take into consideration what other areas in that your local government have gotten. For instance, in Ughelli North, you must take into consideration where is the chairman of the local government council and the chairman of the party. Where are they?
Okay.
In all this, you want to balance. Because the balance is
seem to be balancing the positions,
the positions
according to what even exists.
Yes. So all these processes take weeks. And then somebody comes to say that it's not carried along. Should we come to your house to invite you, to carry you? You know that these things are going on because you are a master of it. You've been involved. You've done this several times. No, it's not true. Everybody was carried along. What they should say is that they did not achieve their purpose. It's very different. When you say you did not achieve your purpose, it's different from saying you were not carried along. When you say you were not carried along, it means you were sidelined. Nobody was sidelined.
Okay, now I'd rather we'll come back to that, but I want us to now come to another major issue. And all of this even played out in print media. I'd rather not be taken out of context, especially as it concerns the Guardian newspaper that was released just 6 days back. Now, another major issue that came up on board on account of this is that the present structure of the APC is more like the former structure of the PDP. And there's this feeling that the former PDP that collapsed its structure into the APC are the ones now fully in charge of the party. That some of the major APC former stakeholders were not a part of it. And that is what the present structure of the executive of the APC now is. So that is another major bone of contention that seems to be raising its head immediately post.
You see, Mike,
Yes.
the old structure, the outgone structure of APC, that's outgone, the one that I just left. Did they win? Did they win the governorship election?
No.
They did. They contested against Sheriff Oborevori. Specifically, Olori Magege contested against Sheriff. Sheriff has his PDP structure. Olori Magege had his APC structure. Both contested against each other.
Yes.
And the APC, the outgone APC, failed. The new structure of APC, which they are claiming was the old PDP, when PDP collapsed into APC. Yes. They're right on that, because Solomon was the chairman of PDP then.
Okay.
Later he has become the chairman of APC. In my place they call it double chairman, double chief. It's not double chairman. This is a winning team. So why will you want to dump a winning team and risk bringing in new persons you don't know? Political party is all about winning election. It is not drinking beer. It is not amala sport. It's winning election. And you want to use trusted hands, people who have delivered.
Before now.
Yes, before now. So, what is bad in that? What is bad in that? So, listen. If we are going into a football match and a winning team, you're going to abandon that because you want to include some people? We should share the victory. It's the victory we want to share, not all these shenanigans that we're talking about.
Now, talking about sharing the victory,
yes,
would it not have been right if that same structure of the PDP, undermining yes is a winning team, they've done it before, hence they feel there's a need for them to also replicate what they did?
Yeah.
Would it not also made a whole lot of sense for equity and a less talk that some of those persons from the APC were now being incorporated? I'm talking about the ESCOs, incorporated into the new structure of the PDP. If
we go one by one, yes, for members of the ESCO, you'll find that they are old APC. You see, all of a sudden now we're talking about old APC and new APC.
Yes. That's what the discussion is now.
Another lexicon is foundational members.
Okay.
Of APC.
I don't know what we'll not go to foundation, but rather remain with this new.
Yeah, you see, yes. Look, I would rather we catch the bushmeat. How we catch the bushmeat does not matter. We catch it. We've caught it. Then we share. We want a winning team. We want to win. We want to win. And that's what is important. And if the governor, who is the primary beneficiary of the success, if we win, or the primary loser, if we lose,
yes,
should be involved to show concern. He wants to have a competent driver, a driver that has been driving him for a very long time. Is that too much to ask? It's when he wins that he can start sharing the kodo. If he does not win, there is no kodo to share. So he wants to win. He wants to go for second tenure, so that he can continue to perform the miracles that he's performing now. So if he shows interest in who the members of the team are, what is wrong with that? individuals
Yes.
should put their ambition secondary to the aspiration of the party. If the party wins, everybody enjoys. There is no need taking a driver that will crash the vehicle on the road. If we crash the vehicle on the road and we don't get to destination, everybody loses. It's just a matter of common sense. Everybody is carrying along.
Okay, now, still talking about carrying along, would you say all ethnic nationality in the state was fully represented in this new ESCO of the APC?
Yes, of course. Because every local government has a slot.
Among the 27-man.
Yes, we have 25 local governments in the state, right? And apart from a few local governments, apart from one or two, maybe Warri, South, and that, all others are pretty well mono-tribe. Uganda North, for instance, is all Urhobo.
Yeah, most certainly.
Ethiope West is all Urhobo.
Yeah.
Ethiope East is all Urhobo. Undokwa is all Undokwa. So, if somebody comes from Undokwa East or Undokwa West or Ukwane, he must necessarily be from Ukwane or from Undokwa East or from Undokwa West. So, every ethnic nationality is represented in the party as ESCO. Everyone is represented in the party as ESCO.
Okay. Now, good for that clarity. Now, let's come to another major issue because you just said it. In actualization of winning elections, a winning team should be there. But you also agree with me that it's not just all about the winning team, but also cohesion of a family structure. Now, when I mean cohesion, I mean how united the family is. Now, let's come now to that because that's a critical talk, especially after post-Congress. Now, like I said, there are feelings of happiness, feelings of marginalization, feelings of I was not carried along, feelings of all of that. In your own best knowledge, we've just had the election probably up to a week now, or less than after. We've just had it in the past. Are there olive branch being sent to these people with your knowledge?
Anyone?
Seeking olive branch being sent to these persons that are aggrieved in one way or another?
Mike, the vexation, quote unquote, of these individuals, be Eriataka Ebori, Nedu Nwoko, or Senator Olori Magege, is not 1 day old, is not 1 month old, is not 2 months old. Has been as old as when PDP joined APC, and even some before that. So to say that it is the Congress that led to this their anger is not true.
Okay, so you want that clarity to be made first.
To be made very.
Let's understand.
Yes,
that.
we understand. Nedu Nwoko has been having a running battle with the structure in Delta North.
In the choir, yes.
For the entire Delta North.
Yes.
Right from day one. He had it when he was in PDP. That made him to leave PDP to join APC. Ever before the governor's team joined APC. So that has been a running battle over there in Delta North. So to say that it's the Congress that led to this is not true.
Okay.
The same with Olori Magege. I told you earlier on that we've called meetings and meetings and meetings. He refused to attend and he refused to send any delegation.
Okay.
The same thing with Eriataka Ebori. She has been having a running battle with Ethio Federal Constituency.
Okay.
Ever. From day one. Even when we have not joined APC.
Okay.
So this so-called aggrieved outdated us joining the APC. They want to contest election. Ned Nwoko.
Which is the primary belief
Nothing
of any
wrong with that.
politician.
Nothing
Yes,
wrong with
so-
that. And along the road, they were being outsmarted for various reasons.
Outsmarted, you say?
Yes, outsmarted. There are other contestants now.
Of course there are.
The other contestants, this Congress did not take place on the day on that day. That was conclusion.
I do understand.
That is the conclusion.
More like a conclusion of what has been
going on. Negotiations have been going on. So, if you have smarted, take it easy. Work for the party. Your time will come. After all, let's face it. Senator Olori Magege was senator for 2 years.
Yes.
Eriatake, I think this is the 3rd time she's going.
Yeah.
Ned Nwoko, this is his 2nd time of going.
And would be going for his 3rd. Because he was there before, came his 2nd time now.
Oh, he was Senator Nwoko was
Yes.
House of Rep.
Okay, House of Rep.
House of Rep.
Thank you for such clarity.
So, these are masters of the game. They've played in the past and they won. Nobody had any complaint. This time around, and primaries are not even taking place.
Okay.
This is just Congress. They've not been blocked from primaries.
Okay.
They can come in and contest primaries. Even Senator Olori Magege, if he wants to contest governorship, he's not stopped. He can contest. He's free to contest. Ned Nwoko can continue to contest with his various programs. He can continue to contest at the primary. At the primary, if he loses, he goes home. Are you getting me? But they are foreseeing that they may lose. That's why all this shouting.
I'll plead with you to hold on because I want us to understand or progress in our line of discussion. Now, if you feel all of these predates before the Congress, issues were there even before the coming or the merger of both structures into one, shouldn't have this problem be resolved before the Congress? Or are you saying that they were just so much that these issues were not being able to resolve before the Congress itself?
When rumors had it that the governor's team were going to join APC.
Yes. So
I'm coming. Olori Magege was heard saying APC should not allow it. Ned Nwoko was very clear about it. APC should not allow.
Are these pure statements, or is being alleged that those
pure statements? I stand on it. I read it. I heard it. So there were moves to stop us from joining, that is Sheriff team from joining APC. There were moves. So ever before we decide, Sheriff team decide to join APC, there has been acrimony.
Okay.
Are you following?
Long-standing acrimony.
A long-standing acrimony. Is that acrimony that made Senator Ned Nwoko to leave PDP for APC?
Okay.
Ever before the Sheriff team.
Now finally moved over.
And when Ned Nwoko
but was Ned Nwoko not instrumental? Because that's what we heard in convincing the governor to join the APC.
They were not even on talking terms. How can he convince? Don't care about these stories. Convince who? When he was quoted as saying that APC should not accept the membership of coming.
So are you saying the former APC? Because we have credible information that some senators, like Senator Ede Dafinone,
yes,
was online from the PDP to come to the APC.
Yes. You see, these are members of the Kayamo team. You see, Kayamo team, comprising the senator for Delta South, Onuvakpo, Senator Ede Dafinone, Wifey, House of Rep Wifey,
yes.
They are part of the Kayamo team.
Of the APC. Then.
Of the APC, of then APC, while we're still in PDP. And there was a rift, a big rift between them and Olori Magege camp. This is known by everybody, and I know you know it. Now, to the extent that Keyamo led a team to Mr. President, asking that Mr. President should recognize the Council of Elders. Because they find it difficult to have a say in Olori Magege state structure of APC.
Okay.
Olori Magege held the state structure like a vice in his hand. And Minister Keyamo was not making any headway in the structure
of the
APC in Delta State as of then. Mr. President said no, Council of Elders is illegal, it's unconstitutional. So he has no hand in it.
Okay.
Just about that time, Elder Omeni Sobotie, the immediate past chairman of the APC, fell out with Olori Magege. It was Olori Magege who single-handedly picked Elder Omeni Sobotie. He single-handedly made him chairman of the party. There was no Congress that produced Omeni Sobotie. But they fell out. And when they fell out, Mr. Sobotie, Elder Sobotie, became sick. This is very important too. He nearly died. As a matter of fact, he was given up as dead by his doctors. And while this story, this news that, hey, Sobotie is dying was out, there was now a struggle for replacement. With Delta not claiming that they should take the chairmanship this time around, and Chief Akwiki, Paulinus Akwiki, chairman Delta Central, in the outgone ESCO, said no, he should take the position of Elder Omeni Sobotie. Throughout the 6 months that Sobotie was in the hospital, Ovie did not call him. Ovie did not visit him.
Okay, we'll not dive deep into those.
No, you got to understand why this crack came up.
Okay.
You got to understand it. So, meanwhile, Keyamo was taking care of Sobotie in the hospital. Oberewori, his characteristics, big heart, was also...
And also, he was the governor. He's the governor of the state, so
he was also showing interest.
Yeah.
Was showing interest in the health. So when Sobotie became well, he joined the team of Keyamo to see Mr. President.
Okay.
Are you getting what I'm saying? It was there, this idea of Sheriff and his team coming to join APC was muted. And the rest is history. So, will you blame Elder Omeni Sobotie, who was abandoned in the hospital by his principal, to continue to work with him? We are talking. I understand your position.
Because
there is no allegation in this.
There is no allegation in this. Understand all of that.
When you understand all this, all this, now you can understand the source of the anger.
Okay.
Then why people are claiming that they are sidelined.
Okay.
Because even at the stakeholders meeting held in Asaba, where Olori Magege attended, he refused to shake the hand of Omeni Sobotie. Right on camera.
So you feel there was these standing grievances between both of them?
Yes.
So hence he feels he was not carried along.
Oh, that's why.
Hence he feels he was not carried along.
Wrongly.
Okay, now I want us to progress in our discussion because we are just getting a clear narration of what really happened pre-Congress.
Yes.
Leading to the Congress, but now post-Congress.
Okay, go on.
Now let's stick with the post-Congress because you will agree with me that if there would be any fallout or implosion of the APC, the opposition will gain from it. And the opposition, I mean, is number one, The PDP is restructuring in the state. The ADC is having inroads into some other major stakeholders. And we need to call names. And I'll call names. I'm free to call names. Like the former governorship candidate of the Labour Party, Dikin Kempela, is a member of the ADC.
Yes.
Great Ogboru is a member of
Yes.
the ADC.
Yes.
So at least they still have a viable presence in the state. The PDP, like we do know, is rebuilding itself and wanting to be also a major opposition as it stands in the state. So my question now, if by fault or default, issues are not resolved post-Congress, most of these other major political parties would gain from it. Now, Chief Olori Magege, are there moves to resolve these issues as it stands?
Yes. There is the reconciliation.
In your knowledge?
Yes, to my knowledge.
To your knowledge?
Yes. Reconciliation committees. First, the outcome of the Congress is being reviewed nationwide.
Which is always a normal.
Yes.
Yes.
Where grievances
are
being looked into.
Issues are being,
That's
on the national level.
Yes, it's national level that will resolve this matter.
Okay.
It's national level that will resolve this matter.
Okay.
How will you resolve this matter? National. Okay, we will give you ministerial appointment.
Okay.
Because this all is about fight for appointment. That's all, a fight for appointment. Nobody, everybody goes into politics for an interest. And once your interest is met, protected, you keep quiet. You will go for ministerial appointment. You will go for NDDC appointment. There are all kinds of offers. Like I said earlier on, how do we win is what is important.
Yeah. And that's what will be the mind of Mr. President.
But if some individuals are not happy with what is offered to them, and they think there are better prospects elsewhere, they are free to go.
Of course, it's politics.
Yes, it's all politics. They are free to go. And if they decide to go to ADC, it's their choice. If they decide to go to SDP, it's their choice. If they decide to go into a party that is on the lifeline, in the hospital, PDP, it's free to go. Because we don't know. I asked you last time when I was here, when you talk of PDP, is it Wike or...
we'll get a court ruling today as it concerns that very issue. So at the end of today, we will know.
Okay, as at now, it's sub judice. Oh. So let's not discuss that.
Let's go ahead.
So, how well can we accommodate, or the winner accommodate the interest of the aggrieved? Yeah. And how big is the interest of the aggrieved?
How big?
How big? If the interest of the aggrieved is to be governor, there's no negotiation. There can't be any negotiation on that. So two things are involved. How big is their interest? And how can that interest be accommodated within our interest? It's negotiation, it's talking. It's not by flexing muscles. But if you want to flex muscles, the only language the nail understand is the hammer. We hold the hammer, we'll hit the nail. We'll use our hammer to hit the nail. But we are for peace. Because we want peace. And we are ready to accommodate everybody. The more, the merrier.
And the more elections will be won if everybody is on the same team.
Yes, the easier elections are won.
Easier. Okay, easier. Okay, now I want us to still remain with the issue that concerns the forthcoming elections. You totally agree with me that definitely the timetable is out and everything seems to be in gear. Mm-hmm. And if you also would recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission has given timeline for primaries to be conducted in preparation of every other thing that would transpire. And more so, the deadline seems to be pretty close. We're talking within a month or two from now. Now, let's look at how prepared the ruling parties in the state?
We are very prepared. Shortly, we are going to our primaries. Because what is delaying us is this Congress that we have put behind us.
Which has gone.
Which has gone.
The issues are, like you said, will be resolved.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aspirants will start showing interest. And then the party executive will start processing various applications for various positions. That is preparatory to the primaries. And INEC has specified a period in which primaries should be conducted. So the party, APC, is ready for the primary. There's no need to worry about that.
Okay. Now, what would your party be campaigning on? Because just recently, the opposition also claimed to say that it is not El Dorado in Delta State itself, undermining we're having huge projects, that trillions of naira come to Delta State. That Delta State is one of the richest as it concerns funds from the Federation account. So I would be asking, what ground would Delta State APC be campaigning on?
We'll be campaigning on the performance, the outstanding performance of the governor. Visible performance of the governor. One of which are the flyovers everywhere. You stay in Ughelli.
Yes, I do.
You see how those pillars and cross beams
are taking shape
in Ughelli. It's unprecedented. If you go to Ughelli on Monday and you go there again on Friday, you don't know the place again. The same thing is happening in Agbo.
By the Urome Junction.
Yeah, by the Urome Junction. The DSC roundabout, PTI and all that will soon be commissioned. Also, NRA. You are seeing kolo, with your kolo, I may use worldly language. You are thinking of somebody who is saying, I will do. Who will you choose? I will do, I am doing. You are seeing it, you see me with your eye, doing. And people think that it's all about infrastructure. No. We are moving on in education. Education is being revamped. Health is being revamped. The contributory health insurance of Delta State has won World Health Award. With 7,000 naira a year contribution to buy the insurance, you are covered. You are covered for the year. You are sick and you are taken to Dubai, you is paid for. You are sick, you are taken to the moon for operation, is paid for. Abba. What did they do before they be good? No person self. That is that. Industrialization. Agric. Everybody is seeing that prices of foodstuff is going down. We may not getting it down as fast as we can. But it's happening. It's going down. Security is improving in Delta State. Kidnapping is going down as people are being more engaged. So the man is performing and you are seeing him. When a pastor performs miracles on television and it's real miracle, he doesn't need to preach. Congregations come. And Prophet Sheriff Oborebodi is performing, he's praying, he's touching people, and they're all getting up.
I thought he was elder, but anyway, you're adding a prophet.
Because the work he's doing is that of a prophet. He's touching the road and the flyover will sprout. Is that a miracle? He needs money. Yes, Delta State is rich. What he is doing is very commensurate with the money he's getting. He's not borrowing any money. He's paying debt that he met. He's servicing the debts he met. Salaries are being paid as at when due. Government is running and running very well. And he's still doing all this. Let's applaud, even if your enemy, if your enemy is doing good job, clap for her. We should applaud. That is what we are going to campaign on.
Now, well, if that's the stand, we want also to understand that some voice of the opposition is that this administration sometimes is not inclusive. That it looks as if it's winner-take-all mentality that the state is exhibiting. How do you react to that?
It's not inclusive in what sense? I don't understand.
In the sense of many states would want to also invite the opposition.
Where is that done? Where is that done?
To share.
Is Donald Trump inviting democracy into his cabinet or Stammer in UK?
So are you saying the state will not, if you see viable?
He went on to campaign with a mandate, with a more mandate, and debtors accepted that and they voted him in.
Yes.
If the opposition has an expertise, that is needed in fulfilling, in achieving part of his more agenda, of course, he will engage him. He will engage him because of his expertise, not because he's in opposition. There is a big difference. You don't invite your enemy to come and destroy your project for you now. Opposition is literally an enemy, quote unquote, or an adversary.
Okay, adversary.
An adversary. Yeah. So you bring him in and he sabotages your project. What happens? No. We have enough competent hands in APC to manage the more agenda of Mr. Governor. So, but if there is a competency that we see
in the opposition,
of course, they will be included in the government. They will be included in the government, but on the basis of his competence, not on the basis of his political affiliation.
Okay, well, anyway, you won't believe that we've been talking for close to an hour now. Oh yes, that's what we've been doing.
Your clock is faster in this studio.
No, the discussion seems to be progressive in this studio. Hence, we dialogue, and that's what we always enjoy doing on dialogue. Now, before we let you go, a final word, especially as it concerns some of the issues you've raised on already. And we're talking about the post-Congress. Now, what would you want to say to those aggrieved persons? Number one, that might not be satisfied with the outcome as it stands now. And not only that, what would you say to the general APC as a family as it concerns the forthcoming election? So those 2 pointers will need you to say.
Niale does not win any contest. Niale beat her. No. You've been beaten, you'll be beaten. Accept that. That is the nature of contest. That's being a good sports person. When you lose, you go home, strategize for future. So let's cool down. Do kodo has a lot of meat and yam in it. All come down and eat to our satisfaction. Wrecking a house because the room given to you is not air conditioned, you have fan there, does not help anybody. Particularly when the air conditioners are finite. When all rooms cannot be air conditioned, there are specific numbers of available air conditioners. If you have fan in your room, manage it. One day, either we'll have money for air conditioner to air condition your room, or you will move up. Society is stratified. Yes. There are many status, various status in the society. Let's accept that. Tomorrow is another day. Let's come together as brothers and sisters and work together for the betterment of Delta State.
For the betterment of Delta State.
Betterment of Delta State. That is my point. That's my position.
Okay, well, anyway, a standing position indeed, and one he has stated. And well, definitely, that's what we always enjoy doing on our dialogue. We talk about the issues. We do not shy away or run away from talking about some of the major issues and how we can progress, not just the state, but the nation forward is what we always enjoy doing on this platform. But so you also do know that we enjoy thanking our guests. And that's what we also do. We always appreciate them. And well, anyway, the Ukodo is for everyone. And we need to.
Are you codified? You codified.
Well, anyway, I'm here to do my job. And seeing the state progress is one that gives this very platform that pleasure and that happiness. That's what we always enjoy doing on Atlantic TV, on Viewpoints, and on Dialogue. That's what we enjoy doing. But we also enjoy saying, we really thank you so much for your time, for coming. I know the questions might be difficult. Well, that's what we always do. Head on to the issues.
Head to head.
We do not shy away from talking about them. We like addressing the issues to resolve the issues. That's why they dialogue. That's why they need for this program. So thank you so much. And I'm talking of no other person, but APC chieftain in Delta State, Chief Olori Magege, for coming around and helping us to answer these difficult questions. We truly appreciate your time with us. I will say a big thank you.
Pleasure you having me here. Yes. I'm almost becoming a furniture here now.
No, you're not a furniture. You are an expensive furniture that is well being used. So that's what we'll call you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time with us. Well, anyway, I will always emphasize that the discussion does not end here. Let's get your reactions, comment, thoughts, and indeed, remember to share, like, and also be a part of it. Our different social media platform already there on your screen. Let's get your take as it concerns this and what needs to be done to ensure that not only the ruling party in the state move forward, but basically Delta State is seen to be a shining light among committee of states, not only in the Niger Delta, but in the nation itself. That's what we always enjoy doing. So let's just keep coming. But for me, it's a quick bye-bye. But remember, the news will come around the hour. The small chest trending. Messi is having a whole lot to trend about the first day of the week. So don't go nowhere. Still remain right here on Viewpoint on Atlantic TV. Bye for now.